Hi everyone, welcome back to Hope and Coffee. I'm Hope and I have my coffee with me. And honestly, I need it today. I don't know. I feel as though I have been struggling a little bit. And I'm not really sure why because I worked on Monday. Now, this was a holiday week, so maybe it's just kind of being in that groove. But because we had the holiday kind of on Tuesday and I took the rest of the week off, like some people took the Monday off, but I went ahead and worked on Monday and took the rest of the week off. I had originally had plans, but those plans fell through, which pretty bumming, but you kind of work through it because you just you be on your understanding and you accept that things happen, right? So, I found other things to do and been reading a lot, but you know, things happen. I've been a little tired and that's just what it is. However, I have been reading a ton this week, and I have about 4 different books that I kind of want to talk to you a little bit about. Now, I'm not going to go into a huge spiel about these, but these are books that I'll probably do. At least a couple of these books I will probably either do podcast episodes about, or I'll do an individual episode on them later on if I determine that like they were really great reads. I know for sure the Charlie N. Holmberg book that I'm about to talk to you about is one that I will probably do a full episode on. She is a phenomenal writer. I love all of her works, and I was able to get kind of an advanced copy because I'm an Amazon Prime member as an I don't know, I guess because I'm an Amazon Prime member, I got it about a month before release. So The Hanging City by Charlie N. Holmberg is a really fun read. And so far, I'm about 50% of the way through it, so I'm not able to give you full details. I'm not planning to give you any spoilers, but it releases August 1st to mass public, and I believe it'll be available via Amazon. But I'm looking forward to its public release. And it is about a girl named Lark who is running from her family, running from her past, because she has an ability that I think her family wants to use kind of as a weapon, and she's running from them because she doesn't want to be used that way. And so she's running towards this city that she has heard about, and it is this hanging city called Kagmar, and it is a trollless city, Trollis, so trolls, but they find that term of trolls is sort of derogative, so trollless. And so she runs towards this city in hopes of hiding from her family. And so far, I'm really liking it. The characters seem really well developed. There's some conflict, but it's some pretty well developed conflict. And Charlie N. Holmberg she's very prolific. She's written a lot of stories. So if you were just to type in her name in a Google search or in an Amazon search, you would find a lot of books available at your disposal. And I think you could pick up anywhere and really kind of take it from there, because most of her books are standalone. Now, her Paper Magician her Paper Magician series, I think there's 3 in that series. But there's a very few in there that are kind of micro series, like 2 and 3 books, but most of them are kind of independents or standalones, and I just really love the way her mind thinks when it comes to developing these characters and these stories. So that is one particular book that I'm reading. Another one is an audio book that I got for free from Audible, and it's called 1,000 Recipes for Revenge. And I wasn't certain that I was really going to like it because, it's just a little dark. But I wasn't sure that I was going to like it because it was free, and sometimes I kind of question, well, why is it free? And then it was focusing on almost like chef magic. And I'd watched an anime that was kind of about like cooking and being a chef. But honestly, there is there's magic in the ingredients and certain ingredients. And being a chef, your palate is like enhanced. And because your palate is enhanced, it's almost blessed by these different gods. And so when your palate is enhanced, you almost perceive different things of like what's going to happen if a person ingests something. So far, really quite good, and I think I'm about 50 to 60% of the way through that audiobook as well. I've been enjoying it as I've been doing my workouts and stuff like that, because sometimes I'll just get into the rhythm. I'm audiobooking, and so far, been very interesting. Like I said, really good conflict. The character development has been good so far, and it's not a story I feel like I've heard before, so I feel like I've gotten into it, because sometimes, since I'm such a prolific reader, things can be overly done, and I feel like it's been introduced in such a way that's new that I don't feel as though it's just kind of regurgitated. So honestly, I'm enjoying it, and I'm looking forward to seeing where it's going to go. And 1,000 Recipes for Revenge is by Beth Cato. That's Cato. And if you have Audible, and if you are an Audible member, this book may be available for free for you if you just take a look. So I recommend kind of looking on there. Actually, you know what? I may have found it in my Kindle Reader app, and I think I was able to get it for free, but I don't know if that was because I have a Kindle Prime account. So just kind of throwing that out there. I don't want to promise that it's free. I just want to say that that might be an option depending on what services that you have at your disposal. So a book that we have coming up on the podcast is The House of Root and Ruin, and it is by Aaron A. Craig, and that is going to be coming out sometime this month. I think we're going to be recording it towards the end of this month, and as I was looking to start reading it, I realized it was the second book of a series. Funny enough, I didn't realize until I started looking I have the first book on my bookshelf. I didn't even have to go buy it. I already had the first one because the cover was so appealing to me. Now, it is a YA, and it's called The House of Salt and Sorrow. So this is the first book by Aaron A. Craig, and the second book, again, will be Root and Ruin. So Anna Lee lives a sheltered life at Highmore with her sisters. Once there was 12, but loneliness fills the grand hall now that 4 of the girls' lives have been cut short, each death more tragic than the last. Disturbed by a series of ghostly visions, Anna Lee becomes increasingly suspicious that her sisters' deaths were no accident. The girls have been sneaking out every night to attend glittering balls, dancing until dawn in silk gowns and shimmering slippers, and Anna Lee isn't sure whether to try and stop them or to join their forbidden tryst. Because who or what are they really dancing with? When Anna Lee's involvement with a mysterious stranger who has secrets of his own intensify, it's a race to unravel the darkness that has fallen over her family before it claims its next. So far, I am about a third of the way through this book, and I started it today. I am highly intrigued. And I probably will be finishing this over the weekend so I can move on to the next one, because I can't wait to see what the next book is going to have in store for me. And the fourth and final book that I have started, I am about 40% of the way through, is John Scalzi's Starter Villain. And so far, it's hilarious. And I may have mentioned it before, but I absolutely plan on doing a full episode on it later on. It is funny, it is witty, it is satirical. I would love to join like a secret mystery band of villains, but not really villains. We're just opportunists because why the heck not, sort of thing. Because that's what it's kind of turning out. It's like when you see an opportunity, why not take it? And that's what these people kind of do. Now, some of them are slightly murderous, but like not really, because like He's a starter villain. His uncle really didn't do anything. He made spy cats. Like that was his secret weapon. He made spy cats, cats who could spy and who could type on computers, so they could take notes and then come back and report. And other people want this trade secret. But yeah, no, it's super fun. The cover has a cat in a little suit and it's so cute. So there you go. I think that's a selling point right there. But I will leave it at that. I think I've been rambling enough about the books that I have on deck, and I hope that I will see you all on the next page. Have a great one.